Okay. Hello all, hello world. I'm quite tired, so I keep saying that like these streams are gonna be short, and then they end up turning into like really long streams. But I don't know. This is just I don't know. Anyway, this is this is day 140 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. I just woke up from a really substantial nap. I feel like falling asleep again, but for better or for worse, I have this scheduled time here, so I will stream instead. Last time what did we do? We finished fixing up the interference graph, I think. Um, let's see what I did last time. Actually, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. We fixed up the interference graph to work with our new data structures, which is very nice. And we also made things a little bit prettier as well. This time, I think, I'm not really sure how much code I'm gonna be writing, but I'd like to get some level of work done on group by function. Or at least like finishing up the, I guess, information encoding of group by function. I think what I'll do is I will set up like the data structures necessary for it, and then I'll probably like figure out how to preserve that, and then I think that will be good for a bit at least. Yeah, so I guess we can, or at least we can at least get like num params, and then we can figure out what to do from there. Yeah, so let's get straight into this. This giant slot pile here. So this is where we're worried about all of this stuff. The problem that I was running into last time was we don't really have a great place to figure out where. Yeah, we don't really have a great place to figure out where we should do this this encoding. The more I think about it, the more I feel like it makes sense to do it. I think it makes more sense to do it sooner than later. So in like this part specifically, I don't think any of our tiles will change the amount of memory that's allocated as of right now. So I think I'm pretty safe to do it in like tree gen, and then I can hopefully just hold on to that data until we like actually make functions, and then we should be good to go from there. So I think we could just pull it out around here. Oh boy, this is a mess. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we could make this a part of our like tree gen pile. Yeah. So like here probably. But what do we add here? I think we need like a second get result. Or we need to like encode it in forest somehow, but I don't really like that idea. So we probably should do a second get result. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could like, I guess we have stood list of. I guess we could do a vector of pair maybe. So each pair represents a function, so I think that would work. So we'd have pair of what type are these again? I guess both are U size, right? So, or I guess uint64t, uint64t. And this is get. What are we calling this? Get function info, I guess. Yeah, and then we want to hold on to that somewhere here, I think. I guess this is per function, right? Are we running this per function? Or is this just like once per everything? Man, it's been a second. Okay, yeah, it looks like it just holds across all functions, I guess. Is there like, I guess if we're already like separating this like by function, it might make sense to make this like per function because everything else does it like that. That might make the shape of this a little bit less awkward as well. So I'm kind of inclined to do that at a future point in time. Maybe I'll do that next time. For now, I will just get basic functionality done, and we will worry about that later. But I will tell myself to do this. So we'll just like rewrite function consistent, I guess is what I'm gonna call it. I don't know. If I forget what I wrote, feel free to yell at me next stream. But yeah, I guess we could probably just steal this and call it a day. So we have program trees, and then we have function info. Like that. There we go. I guess, yeah, this naming can be better, but yeah, I think this is working for now. It might be confusing, but it is what it is. We can probably just encode this as we go. Okay, I guess we could start with like get function info because that's easy enough. That signature is very long. Yeah, that's rough. Oh lord. Okay. Okay, let's so a function name. Oh yeah, we should probably encode that somewhere, huh? That might be kind of important actually to encode. Okay, let's actually just make this a array. So this is that, I think, is the signature. Like that? Yeah, okay. And then we need to change that type as well. Oh, this doesn't work. I just realized. Oh, okay. We might need to make a new struct for this actually. Okay, so let's just like class, or I guess we could do struct for now. Yeah, we could do this. This might be the least awful way to do this. We'll just keep it public for now. I'll clean it up eventually. This stream is a very attrition stream, if it wasn't obvious. I'm not sure why this is list, to be honest. Okay, so we have vector of function in info. Down here. Yeah, let's do that. Or let's make this like program info, I guess. I don't know. I will definitely look at this code and be like, what was I thinking? Okay. So we have function info. This should have. We'll just do like 3 fields and call it a day. So a string name. We have uint64. This is bytes, I think. And then we have like num params. Yeah, like that. I guess no, stack bytes. Yeah, so we can code it like that. So we can make this function info. Yeah, well, I'll make this less ugly next time, but for now we will just do this and call it a day. Yeah, so that should be good. How do you organize your code? Not really familiar with C++ or conventions. It's kind of just like what feels right for me, at least. I don't really have like a concrete structure I follow. Most of it's like the standard object-oriented stuff. But aside from that, I'm just like grouping whatever makes sense to group, and like if it feels right to like split it up, I like split it up. I don't really have like any hard and fast rule for it though. I probably should put this somewhere in like a different, yeah, this definitely goes in its own file, but we'll leave it here for now. Yeah, like this is definitely something that should go in its own file, but I think I will save the refactor for tomorrow. At this point, I think if I'm even functioning, it will be a success. We renamed this program info. Yeah, we'll just do that. There's gonna be so much slop being written. Okay, so this is per. This starts function, and then at end function we want to. Oh boy. Okay, so we have function name. We don't really need to hold on to these explicitly here now. We can kind of just like function info, function and info, I guess. Yeah, we can do that actually. And we can do like that maybe. Stack variables. Why do I need this again? Oh, yeah, it's a mapping to offset. Okay. Why are you returning a std move? It was for expressiveness initially, but at this point, half of this code is just like, I look at it and I'm like, what was I thinking? Yeah, honestly, I do not know a lot about when to use move and when not to use move. Perhaps when I'm more awake, I will look into that more, a little bit more intently, at least. Should probably initialize function info, right? Should probably do that. Actually, yeah. Let me look up when to use std move. Actually, this is a good learning moment. So I've looked this up before. This is very awkward. Sure. Okay, well this doesn't really help me. Yeah, okay. Well, I know that it gets, I guess, Presumably it is redundant. Yeah, I don't think I need, yeah, I don't think I need to then. When it should be used. So resource heavy. Sure. Returning, you're not allowing the compiler to optimize away the copy. I see. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. I feel like I read that before. I did not, I don't think I clocked that when I was writing this. Okay, yeah. I probably should nuke that then. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that. We're gonna do a little bit of that. Oh yeah. Okay, and we're just gonna pretend that was never there. That'll, yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna. Okay, how do I clean this up? Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of really gross stuff right now. I promise this is not as bad as this looks. Actually, we'll do that, and then that. We don't need this label anymore. Wait, if we don't need the label anymore, what am I doing here? This is fine. Okay, so we get parameters. Oh, that's a note for myself. That's great. C+17, I see. That sounds consistent with what I remember. Like, wasn't C+17 when they what was it? I'm thinking when they made like, was that when make unique was introduced? I don't remember. Anyway, I feel like 17 was like when a lot of the cleanup work happened. In terms of like making C++ usable for the average human being. What's good for a night gamer? I am like half awake right now. Okay, so we have param size. We should probably save that somewhere. So we can do function info num params equals. We can do that. I guess, yeah, we'll just be duplicative here. I'll clean this up tomorrow. Okay, so we can't really do this. Making it came out 14. Okay, I am running at full capacity right now. Yeah, NT. 17 came out with a lot. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. Okay, where the hell do I want to? Oh, I need to like zero some of these, huh? At least, oh yeah, okay. We need to do something with this. Okay, here's what we're gonna. I really want to just make this a class, make everything public, and just call it a day. We'll just do this. Yeah, we'll just, cause I'm gonna like forget to do this. Yeah, we'll just do that and call it a day. Function info. Let's make a default constructor. Well, let's give it a string name, because that's kind of what we start with. Alright, yeah. Actually, yeah, that. Okay, so maybe that doesn't actually work out so well. Yeah, let's... What am I doing? Wait. Yeah, okay, this should be fine, I think. It's like slowly coming back to me. Yeah, so let's define that real quick. So I guess name is already good. Num params should be 0. Stack bytes should also be 0. There we go. Or wait. There we go. First try. Oh lord. Okay. I need to get this done so I can go back to sleep. This is like a very uncharacteristic stream for me, but by god, I'm tired. Okay. So we want like function info name. Label. Oh, this is start basic block. This is fine. So I guess we should finish cleaning this up at least. What the hell am I doing here? Okay, we can do that. Oh, right, we need to program info. This is very awkward. I think this is the instance where move makes sense, right? If I'm like reasoning about this correctly. We want to move function info. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is terrible. This is actually like truly terrible. Yuck. Yeah, we will let tomorrow me handle this, and tomorrow me will be probably up for a very entertaining stream given everything that is happening right now. I feel a little bit like half awake. Well, not half awake. What's the word? Deranged right now. Good morning. Thank you, the epic man. It's very morning for me, given that given that it is like 8:30 dark outside and like what 16 degrees outside. Youch. Yeah, not a great time to be just waking up. Start basic block. This is fine. This is all like pretty reasonable. Label is like fine, I think. Do you mess around with strudel REPL? Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to. There's a lot of stuff that's happening at once. Solid leaf. This should be fine. Stack bar. These all should be fine. Where did this matter again? Ah, that's where that mattered. Okay. Okay, we need... Stack bytes. I think we just put this here right now. Function info stack bytes. What does all this code even do? Your guess is as good as mine right now. Jokes aside, this is a slot pile for like when I was doing like instruction selection, and then I decided to change my data structure, so I need to like fix that. The whole program, I mean it's the compiler that I've been working on for the past like 100 days. So like it takes a C, ideally it takes a C program, compiles it down to x86 64, and then everyone is happy. Okay, so this function info stack bytes, yeah, we can just accumulate like that, I think. How is this any different from what I was doing before? Like, we just have a really ugly layer around this now. Ugh, this was not ideal. And then the rest of this looked fine. Yeah, so we keep all of that. That's all good. When do we ever use this again? Thought your hair was dyed before? Yeah, it's been dyed for a while at least. I don't think there's been a period of time while I've been streaming that it hasn't been purple, at least. It might show up like blue on the camera because, well, it's quite vibrant. Like every time after I get it dyed, and I like show up to one of my classes with my friends, everyone's like, oh. There was there? I can't think of a time at least. I've been purple for a while at least. Oh yeah, the other thing that I just remembered. There's a whole Seahawks game going on right now. I should probably check how that's doing. Apologies for the aside. Let's see. How's this going? Oh, it's going quite well. Okay, I no longer need to check. I no longer need to check how the game is doing. Okay. Where am I? Okay, let's go back here. So we have all of this slush pile. We have get result. It's been 20 weeks. I mean, I've been purple this whole time at least. I know this because 2020 I was like purple almost all of 2025 at least. So yeah. Subscribe for a while, mostly just checking what you're doing. It looks cool even though I don't understand 90% of it. Thank you. I mean, thank you for being here at least. I guess if you want me to explain anything, just let me know and I will give it my best shot. I'm quite delirious right now, so I don't know how well it will go, but I imagine some of it will be coherent at least. How do you stay motivated for so long for a personal project? Part of it is just like me, I guess like the desire to be not punching up in like the compiler field, because I feel relatively inexperienced compared to a lot of the people that I'm competing with for a lot of the positions that exist. And also just like this stuff is like kind of cool. It's cool just like having code that looks pretty and runs pretty as well. So I'm enjoying the process a lot as well, I guess, which is usually what keeps me here. Unfortunately, today is rough because I'm very tired. So you can probably tell that I'm tired because every 20 seconds I mention that I feel really tired. So yeah, if someone wants to like make a short where it's like stream 140, but it's just the instances that I say tired. Get some coffee. I actually do not have coffee. I've been caffeine free for a while. I hope it stays that way. I don't know, like I see like all the people I know that like drink caffeine in whatever form, whether it's like coffee or like something that comes out of a can, and it's like, I don't know, like you see them like they're like really productive for a while, and then like they hit like the point where their caffeine tolerance goes up, and it's like they do get addicted to caffeine, and it's like we're back to square zero, right? Like I don't think it really does a whole lot, to be honest, at that point. Like at that point, what is the difference between like being someone that drinks coffee and someone that just functions without caffeine? That's my reasoning, at least. Hopefully that's like somewhat coherent. Also, it just occurred to me we need to add the name there. So let's edit the constructor again. We have a name field, right? I hope we have a name field. Okay, so we do have a name field. We just don't do anything with it, I guess. Okay, let's actually just paste that there. So we want std string name. We can do that. That looks a little bit prettier. Okay. So that solves that problem. So now we need to paste this here. Someone who drinks primarily tea consumes caffeine. I don't know. I have like the occasional boba, but beyond that, I don't I think that's probably like the largest source of caffeine I consume, other than like, I guess also the occasional soda. But like I think that is magnitude smaller than someone that is like dependent on caffeine to function. Yeah, I don't know. It's just never been something that like stood out to me as increasing my performance in any capacity, or at least like long term. And like it feels like it's gonna be awful to resolve if I get started. So I'd like to avoid that at all, avoid that if at all possible. Granted, like I think the bigger problem is that my sleep schedule is like BOGO sort, but like, you know, there's well, one problem at a time, you know. Okay. we need to reorder this. So we want function, or we want, oh, we need to keep function info somewhere here. So we can do string 0, 0. We'll just do placeholder values for now. The only people with bipolar 1 can often stay up for a whole week with no sleep. I did not know that. That is crazy to think about. The world is harsh to people. Damn. When you only get 5 hours 30 of sleep, you kind of need it. That's fair. That's what I tell myself, and then I deal with it, and then I'm like, oh, you should just sleep earlier, and then I don't sleep earlier. As a matter of fact, I keep sleeping later, and it's like actually like really bad for me. I should probably do something about it. Okay, so we should. So we have program trees. Where is merged trees coming from? I see. It's from up there. Okay, this needs a really big refactor. This is kind of untenable. Okay, we want program info, I guess. We want TGV get program info. Okay, we got the correct one there. There's the dot. Unlucky. Okay. So we have program info. This is vector of function info. Let's change this to like indexing. So we can let's just steal that. What the hell? Okay. So that I guess we can just do this for now. I don't really know how I'm being consistent with indexing. We can do this less than well, yeah, we'll figure out names tomorrow as well. What type is this again? This is a this is a freaking list, isn't it? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna undo that real quick. Okay, this is rough. I'm kind of tempted to just turn this into a list for now and then just pop front each time, but I know that is a terrible idea. Used to be able to stay awake a lot longer, about mid to late 20s, on strong medications for mental illness. I see. That is rough, yeah. I'm kind of scared that'll be something I have to deal with in the future as well. Yeah, it's a rough time. It's not a great time to be a human being. Yeah. How the hell do I iterate through this cleanly? So. Let's iterate through the other one instead. And let's start with this. And then we can do this, I think? Yeah, we can do... That's really ugly, but it'll do. Yeah, because that one of them we can like index into. The other one we can't really. Or at least one of them is easier to increment than the other. So I think we will keep that one. So this one we will do like function info in program info. So we can, oh lord. This is fine, right? This keeps, oh lord. What is happening here? I'm fairly sure postfix increment takes precedence. So it just gives the... I'm fairly sure this is evaluated only once, at least. Or at least in the loop it's evaluated once. And then we deref iterator. Yeah, so this should be good, I think. But by God, this is ugly. We will definitely do something about that next time. Creating compiler for something specific? Not necessarily. I guess, like, the purpose of this is mostly just so I like learn more about the algorithms. And also like it's nice to have stream content, obviously. But I guess the end goal is a compiler that compiles code from C down, or at least a subset of C down to x86-64. Okay, let's get this cleaned up real quick. Yeah, so this we are doing right now. So we have name equals function info name. This is ugly, but I will write like proper getters and setters next time. So I think I will let myself off the hook for this one. Yeah, and then we copy once more. Sleep schedule has been messed up due to VI or just work stuff. A little bit of everything. Most of it is my fault, to be completely honest. I low-key have been playing a lot of modded Minecraft, and it has been very detrimental to my sleep schedule. But that's life, right? Okay, this should be good now. I'm fairly sure this works as I intended. We'll see what breaks. Okay, okay. What the fuck? You need a to-do endvim plugin? Yeah, I definitely need that. I'm surprised I haven't installed one yet, actually. What the fuck is happening? Oh no. Where the what? Oh lord. I'm not awake enough for this. Okay, this will be how I wake up, I guess. Get result. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, what do I even do with this? How the hell do I... Okay. So they're all pointing to the same thing. But I don't think that's going to be very helpful. Get result. It's like here? Or, no, 60. Right? No. Gen trees 16. That's not helpful. How did this break? Wait, genuinely, how did this break? This is like the one thing that shouldn't have broken. The hell? Okay, you know what? The real good idea. We're gonna steal all of this. Yoink. Zoop. Oh my god, wait, am I... Wait. What did I change about this? Oh, wait, this... Wait, I think this is where I need to move, I think. Right? Did I change the way... Wait. What is a program trees again? Or what is a forest again? Where am I? What am I doing? I'm like having an existential crisis in the middle of this. Unique putter. Move. Why did this not get bunk? Why didn't this bunk me over the head sooner though? Oh, it did. When did I remove that? Am I going insane? That's like, okay, so there I needed a move because, okay, because I was working with a unique pointer, so I like literally had to move. Okay, okay, we got that figured out very quickly thanks to ChatGPT. I guess I probably should have seen that line, but like if we look at, okay, ignore the test output, that's supposed to fail. Like if you look at the length of this, I ain't reading all that. Like, I'm sorry, I ain't reading all that. Yeah, oh well. I guess it is what it is. Do you see style strings or stood string? I use stood string because like, I don't know, it feels awkward to, or I guess like I don't know, it just feels strange to use like C style strings in C++ generally. I probably should become more comfortable with C style strings for that though. Array total bytes by size of element or stood size. Actually, I think I do the math in C and I use stood size in C++. I guess that's just kind of like whatever I'm working with, it'll make sense at least. I'm getting pinged somewhere. Anime night is cancelled. Okay, cool. thanks for pinging me for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So where? Oh, right. We got its build. So let's run on this. Okay. So we have these things now. That's good. Yeah, this is fine. These need indents. Yeah, I think if it's like literally required to use stood move, I think that would make sense. I think this is like the example of where it's required, at least. Okay, well, this looks a little bit better. Okay, I'll clean up the formatting next time. I think my brain has fought enough today. So we're just gonna commit everything and call it a day. Backend LAR tree. Wait. Okay, wait, let's source backend LAR. Let's do that. What did I change there again? It was just the new constructor, right? Yeah, new constructor. Update LR constructor because we need a name. Any here? Not quite. I'll commit everything. I'll do my like usual like outro boilerplate template generated outro. And then I think that will be about it. A52 true. What did I do here in this part? Function info and save function info. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and then make function with function info. Okay, cool. Pusa. Okay, push. First try. Okay, well, yeah. I did say this was gonna be a shorter stream. Thank goodness I was actually correct on that for the first time in like 3 days. Yeah. So thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, make sure you do that. Actually, I'm not gonna do the usual outro boilerplate. You already know. The usual subscribe, like, LinkedIn, GitHub, Discord, GitHub sponsors. Yeah, you already know where that is. You can like scroll down. It's description or above the description. You already know. Take care, y'all. Take it easy. I'm probably gonna pass out again. Have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.